Okay, in setting up my refined storyboard, I have to choose which frames kind of best tell my story. So I have an introduction there. Then I want to zoom in slightly, and I have a slightly different pose. Then I want to show the creature start to eat. So I want to make sure that the mouth is open. So I think this one. And then I want the mouth closed and up, and you can see that the coral has been broken away a little bit. And then I can go to my middle frame, and then his eyes can start to turn. And then it's not till the bottom line that the fire starts. And I might want the fire to start a little bit stronger. Maybe with this one. And then it has to build very fast. So even though I have a lot of animation frames, I just want to pick the best story frame for that. Yeah, and then I think this one. Let's see, I could probably get away with that. All right. So that is my animated story in 9 keyframes. They happen to sync up pretty well with my storyboard. And now I'm going to save that. And now I'm going to save it as a JPEG so I can put it up to PhotoBucket. I do have a lot of extra white space in the top and bottom, but that's so it can fit onto an 8.5 by 11 piece of printing paper and then have a nice spacing for the image itself within an 8 by 10 matte opening. So we'll talk about making things print ready as we print for our midterm after the spring break. So remember, we save as a JPEG. The great benefit of saving as a JPEG is that we have the option to lower the quality so that it's fewer than 5 megabytes. And because our GIFs can be quite large that we upload, which is mostly based on how many varieties of pixel we have. So my GIF here is 24 megabytes, right? That's the largest thing we've put into PhotoBucket so far. So we're going to try to save space on these other elements. So we're going to upload our storyboard sketch, our refined storyboard, and then our GIF. And then we organize everything nicely with how we title it, so they show up in order. And then, of course, we put everything into our folder nicely. And we have a new PSD file, which is our storyboard, our refined storyboard, which if we wanted to print for our print portfolio, since you can't print a screen animation, that PSD is what we would output our print off of. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the last thing is just to title it and then make sure they all show up together. And we have till 11:30 before we start this critique. So for this one, not description, come on. So for the title, SP20 for this semester, and the number 2, because this should be the second thing that shows up. And so this is the culmination, the finish of our longest assignment, right? we have our storyboard sketch, then we get to compare that with our refined storyboard, because there's probably going to be some changes made through the animation process. And then the third thing is our actual GIF animation, which shows us how it works with movement, right? So our refined storyboard and then the animation. And they tell the same story, but they tell it very differently with different formal elements, right? Like having the time and motion controlled by us by setting the time of each frame really helps us notice things differently than just having them as comic books. All right, that is it.